Hi, good morning everyone. It's Taylor here with BreakOut Studios live online videos. We're getting ready to do some pointe technique here pretty soon. I'll get some music playing, give people time to get settled in. I'll fix my camera and we'll get going probably in about, what time is it? Let's say like 4 minutes or so, we'll get going. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll start with kind of do a longer warm-up today, but it's just a combination, kind of like we did a couple weeks ago, a combination of things we've done in the past. We're gonna combine them together just to be efficiently all warmed up. So we're gonna start in parallel. We're gonna have with our right leg, we'll do our demi and pointe, keeping the ankle nice and straight, demi, parallel. Demi, bend both knees as we push over that box, 6 and 7, other side. And demi and pointe, going over that second toe, parallel. Demi, push over and demi, parallel. And now we're gonna go straight to our roll through. So plie, up and over, keeping the ankles where they are, trying to as you straighten and resist down, press up, reverse, bend over, plie, and stretch, roll through again, and up, trying to keep the ankles tight, glued together the whole time, reverse, turning out to first. And then we do the same thing in first, so demi, and pointe, and demi, and first, and demi. Push over the box, really rotating out, going over that second metatarsal, demi, first, demi, push over, demi, push over, and then we have our roll throughs, and down, reverse, roll through again, reverse, tendu to second. And now we go straight to our roll through. So we roll through just like we did, reverse, roll through again, and reverse. Tendu back to first. And then we do our foot shaping exercise. So tendu over the box, trying to leave the foot where it is as you straighten leg and first. Tendu over the box, trying to leave it there as you straighten and close. To the back, remember we drop that heel, turning out the knee, straighten and close, plie, normal releve, plie, and lower. Repeat to the left, push over, and close in 1, 6, and 7, 8, 1, and over, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're gonna take a nice calf stretch. So 8 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's push over, 7, and 8. Other side calf stretch, 4 counts, and then port de bras side. Same arm as our back leg so we can get a nice full stretch of the front side of our body. 6, 7, and then we'll finish there. Yeah, so our demi point, demi, push over, both sides, roll through, reverse, first. Repeat the same thing. When we go to second, we take out that demi point and just go straight to our roll throughs. Back to first, and then push over, side, back, plie, releve, plie, stretch, front, side, back, plie, releve, stretch, and then calf stretch, over, other side calf stretch, over, whoosh, and then we'll finish. And I'll be talking it out as well too. I have a new speaker for us today, so hopefully the sound will be a little better than it has been. I think the speakers on my computer got blown out, so it's been all crackly and weird. All right, here we go. Parallel facing the bar. What? That's not it. That was strange. All right, take 2, not that one. There we go. So parallel, we're going to start with our right foot, demi point, and demi, and point, and demi, back to parallel. Demi, now push over the box, and roll back down. Other side, demi, and point, and demi, and parallel. Now we're going to bend both knees to push over, stretch that arch, and starting our roll throughs. Plie, up and over. And stretch and down, pressing up, keeping the arch over that second toe the entire time. Roll through again, and down, and reverse the roll through, getting ready to go to first, repeating the same thing in first, and demi, point, and demi, making sure we're not sickling here, demi, bending both knees, push over, other side, point, demi, and first, demi, push over that second metatarsal, and rolling through, not sickling demi, heels come forward, up, and down, pressing up, over the box, plie, and stretch, again, heels come forward, heels stay where they are as you straighten, reverse. Ready to go to second. Straight right to the roll throughs. Plie, rolling through. And down. Not too big of a second here. A little smaller second than we would normally have. And last one, reverse the roll through. Getting ready for our foot shaping exercise. Tendu front. And over, straight, and really rolling through that articulation and that shaping of the foot. And now let's strengthen those metatarsals with our demi-pointe exercise. There we go. So we're gonna have, starting in first, nice and slow, demi, releve, and just demi, and point 3 times, demi, and up, and demi, point, plie, releve, demi, point, 4th time we just plie, releve, plie, tendu, second. Read that same thing, plie, releve, just the toes, the head stays exactly the height where it is, releve, try to stay at that same height as your demi point, 3 sets, and demi, point, 4th time just normal, releve, plie, tendu, back to first. The music will do a little pause so we can center ourselves. And then part B of the combination is faster little spring up releves. So we have part B, and up, and 2, and 3, hold, hold, 3 sets, 2, and 3, hold, hold, 3rd set, 2, 3, hold, hold, nice roller plie, tendu, and second. Same thing in second, and up, 2, 3, hold, hold. You can even test your balance a little bit there, just little light fingers on the bar. 2, 2, 3, hold, hold. 3rd set, 2, 3, hold, hold, plie, tendu, back to first. The music will be done, but let's take another plie releve and try to kind of see where your balance is. If you can't feel your balance, at least just light little piano fingers on the bar, and then we'll feel our balance, and come down. Yeah, so part A, we have that 3 sets, plie, releve, just the toes, push, plie, releve, demi, point, plie, leve, demi, point, 4th one, just normal, releve, plie, tendu, second, plie, releve, demi, point, repeat that same thing in second. The music will stop, we can center ourselves, and then part B, those fast springs up. 1, and 2, and 3, hold, hold, 3 sets, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, plie, tendu, second. When we do these faster spring ups onto point, it's a little bit of a peppier releve, but it's never a jump to point. Yeah, our box never leaves the floor. We're just doing a little bit more of an accent up. Yeah, so we might not kind of exaggerate the rollers like we just did for that first combination. A little peppier releve, but never a jump to point. All right, here we go. Strengthening our toes with these releves. So remember, the music will take a little pause between part A and B. Here we go. 6, plie on 1, plie, releve, just the toes. Again, just the toes. 3rd set, just the toes. 4th, plie, releve, plie, tendu, second. Down and up, just the toes. Making sure our heels are circling forward each time. Don't lose that turn up at the top of the point. Plie, releve, tendu to first. Now our peppier releves. Not jumping. And 7, 8, up on 1, and 2, 3, hold, hold, and 2, 2, 3, 3rd set, 3, roll down nicely, tendu, 2 seconds, spring up, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, last set, 1, and feel your balance, heels circling forward. Our weight's a little bit more forward here, so close those ribs, lengthen that lower spine, strengthen those ankles. And plie, and finish. Whew. It's hard to balance when you're tired. All right. We're gonna do one more kind of strengthening, rising up and lowering down on one leg, and then we'll rest the toes and do a tendu exercise after that. So stick with me for one more. Okay, so we're gonna start in fifth while our right leg front. Okay, I'm getting warm. Leg warmers are coming off now. So starting in fifth, and remember for this one, it's imperative to keep the weight over the ball of the feet. Doesn't mean our heel gets to come up, but that weight over the ball, hips over the toes the whole time. So we'll start in fifth. We're gonna have slide out 1, 2, su, su, hold and side, 2, su, su, hold to the back, 2, su, su, 4 set encore, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we do pas de brace. 1, coupe, coupe, su, su, and down, coupe, coupe, su, su, and down, coupe, coupe, su, su, plie, and straight to the other side. So 1, 2, and up, and side, 2, assembly up, and back, 2, scoop up, encore, 2, scoop up, and down on the 1, up, up, su, su, and roll through, up, su, su, 3 sets, down, pas de brace, plie, and then we'll finish there. Yeah, so these little slides out here, that fondue into tendus to kind of, we have 2 sets to get our weight over that ball of the foot and get that momentum to scoop up into that nice susu. And be aware of your feet in that susu. Sometimes when our feet become more crossed, it's easier to lose that turnout and kind of start to have the heels going back, or we're not super crossed. So really try to mold those feet nicely together, pressing up into that susu. And remember, as we go down for that fondue, our upper body is lifting up, out, and squeeze those inner thighs together. Yeah. So out, out, susu, encore, side, side, susu, back, back, susu, side, side, susu, hold, down the 1, up, susu, 2, up, susu, 3, up, susu, plie on flat and straight, going around to the left. We'll just do this once through right and left. All right, here we go. So weight over the ball of the foot and lifting up as we lower down. And slide out, 1, 2, up, susu, to the side, out, out and up, to the back, down, down and up. Last time side, up, pas de brace, down, coupe, coupe, susu, and down, up, susu, down, up, susu, plie, getting ready to go to the left, out, up, susu, weight over the ball of the foot, to the back, beautifully shaped susus, hold, coupe, up, susu, coupe, up, susu, and down, up, susu, plie, and straight, good. Nice, some goodbye there. All right, so now we get to rest our toes for a bit, do some tendus. Now we get to kill our shins instead. So with this tendu exercise, we're gonna work on how we close the foot, bringing the little toes back, which is a lot harder in pointe shoes than it is in our flat shoes. but it'll really help us have more control over our pointe shoes. So they're not just like big blocks on our foot, but they're an extension of our foot. So I'm gonna demonstrate this side. Thank you. So we'll be in fifth position, preparation 7, 8. We're gonna have slow tendu out. 1 and 2, half, close, and point, half, close, point, plie, and stretch. So it's not quite a demi point, but it's like you're about to close, and then you go back. About to close, and then you go back. And then you do a full close, plie, and stretch. So it's more about that winging in the ankle and bringing those little toes back than it is about making a demi in point, yeah? So we do that on quad. Side and 2, close halfway in point, half close in point, plie, to the back. 1, 2, winging that foot to come in and point, and in, point, plie, stretch on quad. 2, half close, point, half close, point, plie, and stretch. And now on quad, we're just going to do 3 tendus in the plie. You can add an arm if you would like to. And 1, and 2, and 3, to the side, and change. 2, and 3, to the back, and 1, 2, and 3, just on quad, and side, 2, and 3. Yeah, and then we'll just finish there. We won't do a balance. Yeah. So really working on how we close, bringing those little toes back, a nice winging shape of the foot. So we're not leading with the heel to come down because that box is really heavy. We're adding strength right here and right here to get that box to come back and close first. Yeah. All right, here we go. Where'd my, oh, here we go. All right. 1 hand on the bar, 5th position. 6, 7, 8. Slow counts out. 1, 2, half fin and point, half fin, point, plie, to the side. Out, 2, half close, point, half close, point, full plie, to the back. Out, and half fin, point, half, point, plie, to the side on quad. And half, getting ready for our 3 tendus on quad. Adding an arm if you like. Out, fifth, out, fifth, out, fifth, plie to the side. Change, out, fifth, to the back. Last time side. And finish. Good. Nice. So it's really kind of a shin killer as we work on those muscles that we need to articulate and wing that foot, have that nice shape. Yeah. All right, here we go, other side. 6, 7, 8, and out. 2, half close, point, half close, point, plie, to the side. Half close and point, to the back. Heel comes in and point, heel in and point, plie. Last time side. Getting ready for 3 on quad with an arm. Out, fifth, heel forward, little toes back, heel forward, little toes back, plie, to the side. Plie, to the back, toes back, heel in. Last time side. And finish. Good. Nice. Sometimes I think tendus pointe shoes can be very unflattering, but they're really good to work on because they really help you feel like the pointe shoes are an extension of your foot and not just this foreign object attached to our feet. All right, let's do some échappés, and we're gonna do some échappés in fourth position as well. So we're gonna échappé out to our fourth. So get your foot kind of warmed up again. We haven't got on point in that last combination, so get that warmed up. Before we do this échappé to fourth, let's kind of practice that position. So just come up to a susu, and we want to put our foot nice quasi, so we're not doing a fourth position right on face, we're in that kind of quasi position. And we do a fourth position on point. We want that beautiful shape of the point that we worked on to the front and to the back. So when we're here in our fourth position, we're sending our front arch over our big and second toe and to the back. We're not gonna have, if I go this way, we're not gonna have the full box on the floor, otherwise we're gonna have a sickled foot. So it's just gonna kind of be that big toe back there for that fourth position. Yeah, so kind of try that, kind of test that position out. Bring that front arch forward on that back toe for fourth, and then let's switch, try around to the other side. So nice quasi, sitting that arch forward and that toe back there on the floor, not the full box, just that big toe, and we'll come down. Yeah, so that's the position we're gonna kind of aim for. I think fourth position échappés are a lot harder than second because we don't really go through a lot of relevés in fourth. We do a lot of relevés in second, so our body kind of knows more or less where to go each time, but fourth is kind of new territory, so it might take a few times to kind of think, oh, I went too far, oh, I went too close, oh, my foot sickled. You have to kind of feel what we're aiming for each time we hit that position. So, now the combination. We're gonna have just 4 regular échappés. So, try, the camera might shake, but we'll see. Out on 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, échappé quasi, and second, échappé, and second. We're gonna just do that 3 times, just that combination. 1, échappé, and 3, and 4, échappé fourth, and second, échappé fourth, and second. 3 times. Out, 4 échappés, second, quasi, échappé, quasi, échappé, and finish. Just finish there. Yeah. So that's the second position. Same thing we've been working on, hitting that same second position each time, hitting that wall with our arches and the crisscross and ribbons and elastics, whoosh, each time. And that fourth, we're in that nice, beautifully shaped each time when we do that fourth position échappé. All right, here we go. 4 échappés, fourth, second, fourth, second. Let me see if this is the music I want to use. Yeah, there we go. So 3 sets of this one. Okay, let's see if I can get to the bar fast enough. And out on the 1, and 1, 2, in position, 4, échappé fourth, and second, fourth, and second. Second set, 1, 2, 3, and 4, fourth, second, fourth, third set. Here we go. Hit those same positions even more, a little bit more tired. 3, 4, fourth, second, fourth, second. And finish. Good. When we get tired, it's harder to kind of slide to that échappé. We kind of want to jump to kind of skip that nice articulation, and then our downstairs neighbors get mad. Another thing I was noticing with myself, and feel free to kind of practice this too, when we do that échappé in fourth, making sure that both feet are sliding out whoosh, at the same time whoosh, and in the same time. Yeah, we don't want to, I'm going to exaggerate this, but we want to make sure we're not going 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Hit that same position and in. So try on that side. Try on the other side too. Hitting that same position. Both feet at the same time. Whoosh, and in. And not 1, 2. Same thing with second. Sometimes you can get a little out, out, and in. Yeah. All right. Let's finish up at the bar with some bourrées, and then we'll come center and do just a little tendu combination in center. Here we go. So we're going to start in fifth. Starting in fifth, 5, 6, 7, hit that plie fondue coupe on 8. So bourrées, 4 counts, 1 and 2. I'm just going to do little soft ones for right now so I don't anger my neighbors down there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Turning around, arms come. Let's have them in a nice third position, yeah? So bourréing around 5 and 6 and 7 and back to susu on 8. On 8, we freeze, a nice strong susu. We're gonna have one arm up, 1 and 2, holding 3, both arms down, 4. Front leg comes up, passe, and 6, susu, and 5. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, arms in third, 5, music box ballerina, 6, 7, freeze, 8, one arm up, 1 and 2, try to hold 3, arms down, 4, passe, susu, and 5th, coupe on 8. Yeah, if you want it, the music is really slow. I think it's a little bit slower than I'm counting. So if you want to passe down and then just roll through right for that bourrée, feel free to. I think it's a little slow, so that's why I said susu, come down, and then come into coupe, but whatever you feel with the music. So with these bourrées, we did this a while back. We want to make sure that we keep the inner thighs crossing the whole time. I'm going to exaggerate, but we kind of want, whenever we're traveling, we're leading with that back foot going back, not the front. It's not a chasse on point, but it's a glide. So our back foot is always leading. So when we're here in place, we really want to keep those legs crossed the whole time, as if we're about to travel at any moment. And then our knees are soft and supple. We don't want to have them too bent the whole time, but they're definitely not straight and stiff the whole time. They're just kind of going through a bend straight, just nice, soft, and supple. Yeah, so 4 counts for a 1, in place 2, nice soft knees, 3, 4, third position arm, same arm in first as that front leg, 5, turning towards our cross, 7, freeze on 8, front arm up, 1 and 2, hold 3, down 4, nice slow passe, susu, 5th, coupe, and then we'll go to the other side, yeah? All right, here we go. And so 5th position, right foot front, and prepare, and 1, 2, cross those inner thighs, 4, and third position arms as we turn around, 7, before we come center. Making sure we're turning around, that our body is really, we want our weight flat when we do bourrées, never back. Usually when we do bourrées, there might be some arm movements happening and we want to be out giving to the audience our nice way forward without sticking our butt. Yeah, we have length right here, but our upper body's always going to be kind of leaning a little bit more forward there. All right, one more time. Here we go. Nice rose adagio, Sleeping Beauty. 8, and bourrée. 1. Get your weight forward already. Cross those inner thighs and weight forward as we turn around without sticking out the butt. And freeze. Arm up. 1 and 2. Balance. 3. Place the hands down. 4. And passe. Susu. And 5th. Now fondue. Other side. And up. Weight forward. Soft knees. Crossing those inner thighs. And weight forward as we fall into that third position. Arms. And place it. Freeze. 1. 2, hold it. 3, and 4, passe, and susu, and plie, and finish. Good. All right, now that our toes are killing us, at least mine are, I don't know. So we can move that bar away. We're gonna come center, just kind of walking through, doing some tonglies and tendus to get more comfortable in our boots. Let me find my music before I start chanting out the rhythm. So we can really kind of work through that control and articulation in our feet. So we're going to start in 5th. I'm going to get my toes out of my shoes. I don't know how I wore these things for like 6 hours a day. Anyway, so we're going to have tendu front, tendu, just leave the arms where they are, point and close, 2 tendus, and in and out, and now arms second. Tendu side, rolling through tendu, peel the foot back up, and close, tendu, and close, tendu, to the back, and tendu, tendu, and point, and close, and, sorry, to the back, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, tendu, 2, and 3, close, front, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And then we repeat around to the left. Yeah. So tendu, 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 and close. 2 tendus, tendu, 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 close. 2 tendus, to the back. Tendu, heel presents forward. 2 tendus to the back. And 2 tendus, close front. Last tendu, close front, and we'll finish there. Yeah, so these tendus are really working on exaggerating that roll through of the foot, especially to the side, rolling through, and how we peel it back up each time for those tendus. And for those tendus, just like we did at the bar, we still want to keep that heel coming forward and the little toes coming back, yeah, to the back. So the toes fan out, the heel slides in as we lift up through our upper body, yeah. Really got to squeeze the backs of the legs and make sure that that second and third metatarsal in our foot is always anchoring down to the floor so that we're never rolling on our big toe or rolling back on our pinky toe. Yeah? So here's our music. Just listen to the first 8 counts and then we'll go all together. So just listening. Ton, do, ton, the, point, and close. I'm going to try and turn it up. Not too loud. I have a speaker like right next to the phone, so. All right, here we go. So right and left, right together. And 7 and 8. Ton, do, tommy, rolling through. Ton, do, and 5, 2 ton, do's, toes back, heel forward, toes back, to the side, rolling through the foot, keeping it up. Yeah, doing all that stuff in center is so hard. It's harder to kind of feel that connection between your feet and the engagement of the backs of the legs, really feeling a tight rotation in the glutes when we have these point shoes on. Sometimes these point shoes cause us to kind of grip our feet and then we're not able to utilize all these strong muscles up here. So the more we kind of practice all that malleability to loosen up our feet, be strong in our feet, but not gripping, then we'll be able to use a lot of those stronger muscles that'll help us balance and not kind of be wobbly there. So just gonna play some music. We'll stretch out our calves to finish off with today. So just find like a wall or a chair. We're just gonna stretch out our calves. So bring one foot back, just stretch it out. To get a stretch in your hip flexors as well. Let's hold a little longer this time. You can bend the back knee to get a stretch in your Achilles as well. And let's stretch to the other side. And quarter cross side if you wanted, stretching those hip flexors. Hope your toes aren't too dead. Mine are a little bit. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Bye. See you next week.